All right, so we're starting on which one, Elliot?
48.
48.
Sure, there's no paper.
Okay, so all you people out there in radio land, this is page 254. And we're doing number 48. Solve the equation. All right, x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So we have like 17 different ways to try to solve this one. What would you like to try to
The
start?
quadratic, or the one on the graphing one does not work.
The graphing one doesn't
Or I mean,
work?
like, where you plug it in here and it does the,
Why doesn't it work?
it comes out to be decimal, I think.
That was.
Okay, so you can't get an exact answer by looking at the graph? Is that what you're telling me?
No, by the, like when you plug it in for the quadratic formula.
You don't get
Ah,
numbers.
okay, so we're gonna have to do the quadratic formula the long way then, huh?
It's there.
So A is 1, B is -2, and C is 4. So if I go the opposite of B, that is,
-2.
but the opposite of B is
Oh, 2, I thought
2.
you
Plus or minus the square root of B squared is, what's B squared?
B squared would be like 4.
4 minus 4 times A times C, all divided by 2
2A.
times A, which is 2. Okay? So is that all right with everybody?
Yes.
All right, so then we've got 2 plus or minus, and then here's the reason why you can't find it on the calculator, because what's 4 minus 4 times 1 times 4? It's going to be a negative number. What? Negative 12. So it's 2 plus or minus the square root of -12 over 2. So the first thing we need to deal with is the square root of a negative. What's the square root of a negative?
What?
What's the square root of a negative number? How do you do that?
Something I.
I, right. So instead of being the square root of -12, I'm going to go the square root of 12i over 2. And then the last thing we need to do is you can simplify the square root of 12 into what? Right, square root of 12 is the same thing as the square root of 4 times 3, right? So the square root of 4 is 2. So the square root of 12 can be simplified to being 2 root 3, and that's all over 2. And since there's 2's everywhere,
Cancel.
oh, I left out the I, thank you. All the 2's cancel.
So plus or minus?
1 plus or minus root 3i. Okay?
Wow, okay, yeah, Mr. Lewis is with
What's that?
He didn't help us with
Mr. Lewis? Oh.
He said he didn't know.
Well, that's why he's a sub.
That's why I didn't ask him, because that one day,
Lewis
that, I
wasn't
remember
here.
last,
Yeah,
Lewis
last
wasn't-
year we
Lewis
had
wasn't
to
here
help
for
us.
this thing.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, Drew.
All right, what
Do you
now?
remember that last year though, when he helped
Yeah.
us and everything was wrong? That was easy.
I typed into the calculator, like,
Well, the only problem with that is that you probably got 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 point blah, 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 blah. And then we kind of want an exact answer. Shoot. Come on, Mario.
Come on, Maya.
Who are you? Oh, God. I didn't know you were like that, Justine.
I picked him out.
Light it up.
Yeah, type your lyrics out.
Okay, now what?
We're done.
49.
49?
Wait, did you guys finish the other ones?
I finished the first time we did finish the review.
Wait, so you.
Okay, so-
Except for 49 to 50. So we finished 39 to 48.
So these are all matching?
Yeah, we can just grab it. Well, let's see,
We
that's
don't
to the
need
right.
to.
49 is B.
Okay, the answer to every single, you're wrong. The answer to every
No.
single one of these is going to be 2. What you're asked to figure out here is what kind of effect the exponent has on the graph, okay? So if you have x minus 2 quantity squared, then like I said, the answer is going to be 2. And since it's squared, it's going to look like a parabola just touching at 2.
B.
Okay, which is different than number 51, which also has an answer of 2. So it's also going to be a parabola touching there, but since this is to the fourth power, it's going to be like a fat bottom parabola.
Oh, so
Okay?
51.
So 50, or I'm sorry,
49
49
is C.
is C
And 51
because
is B.
it's a regular parabola, and 51 is B because it's kind of a fat
Oh,
parabola.
yeah, I got that.
Okay? Same thing with 50 and 52. They're both going to cross at 2, but since this is cubed, it's going to cross like a regular x cubed function. Since this is to the fifth, it's going to cross like a kind of a fat cube function like this. Okay? And so that means, that's a little bit harder to tell, isn't it? That means that 50 is going to be D,
Where's the white grass?
and 52 is going to be A. Okay?
Oh, these ones suck.
Okay, what else?
How do you do all real zero?
You want me to just, I'm doing the next one now?
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
I actually
When's our test gonna be?
I don't know, I'm going to have to, we got some more things to learn, I think, from this section, so,
And maybe relearn.
from this chapter. We got lots, have had lots of chances to review now. Okay, 53, find all the real zeros of the function, finding Justine exact values whenever possible. I said your name.
Why? I was paying attention.
Because, no, not because you weren't paying attention, because last time you said you used the quadratic, or the formula on your calculator. But now it says exact values. All right, so, yep, lots of different ways to do this. Elliot? What? Okay, so we know if we're going to have rational zeros, it's going to be factors of the last number over the factors of the first. But the last number is not 23.
It's
The last
zero.
number is
It's
0.
because this is plus 0x plus 0. So what are our only possible rational solutions going to be?
Negative 1 and 1. Right?
What are the factors of 0?
Zero.
0.
No solo?
No solo. What are the factors of 1? 1. So what's plus or minus 0 over plus or minus 1 always going to be?
Zero.
0. So my only possible rational solutions are 0. Okay? So if you look at this original thing without this extra junk added on here, and I take this and set it equal to 0, what is something that I could factor out of that right away?
X.
I can factor out an x squared. Good. So if I factor an x squared out of here, that leaves me with x squared minus 10x plus 23 equals 0. So if I look at just that piece right there, that means x squared could equal 0, which means x equals 0. But since it's squared, it is a multiplicity of 2.
Wait, that's important.
That's important.
So it is important, or are you just saying
So
that?
it's
I
important.
thought you were just trying to
I'm
like.
just teasing her because she said important without a T. Is that important? Important. Yes, that's important. Okay, so now we're left with solving that piece right there. X squared minus 10x plus 23. What's going to be true about those answers? What are they going to be?
They're going to be decimals.
They're going to be decimals. They're going to be irrational because the rational roots theorem tells us that that's our only rational answer, and we used that up already. So if we're going to come up with irrational answers, what's the only way we can find those? You can say it.
Matrix.
Okay, you were right. Oh, I thought you were saying quadratic formula. No,
Quadratic
no,
formula.
That's what I was saying, quadratic.
I said quadratic formula.
Quadratic formula.
Quadratic.
Quadratic formula. All right. So I'm going to take a look at this right here. Opposite of b is
What?
Opposite of B is
Oh.
10.
10. Plus or minus the square root of b squared is
100.
100. Minus 4 times a times c all over 2. So this is 10 plus or minus, what do I get underneath the square root?
3 times 4.
8, 10 squared, b squared. That comes out to be positive 8. Break down square root of 8 for me.
4 times 2.
4 times 2.
Which is 2 root 2.
Nice. Elliot, you could be smart. Just so lazy.
I'm not that lazy.
You could.
Okay, stop. Okay, bring your hand.
Plus or minus.
Okay, so 2 goes into all of these evenly. So the 10 reduces down to a 5. This 2 cancels. So 5 plus or minus root 2. Okay? So it was a 4th degree, so you'd expect it has 4 answers. Here's 2 of them, 0 and 0. And here's 2 of them, 5 plus root 2 and 5 minus root 2. Alright? So I get to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like 54.
Not the little bit. Oh. Oh, that's good when you walk out.
85.
Okay, 54. This one can actually be factored.
How you can't pull out.
Nope, can't pull out a t.
We can pull out a.
This can actually be factored in kind of a tricky little way. What 2 numbers multiply to give me t to the 4th?
Oh, jeez.
T squared and t squared. And then, just like usual, I need 2 numbers that multiply to make 12 and add to be negative 7. And they're both negative, so negative 4 and negative 3. So the only difference is, since this is t to the 4th and this is t squared, these are both t squareds instead of just regular old t's. All right? So, since these 2 things multiply together to equal 0, that means you know that either t squared minus 4 has to equal 0, or t squared minus 3 has to equal 0, right?
Yep.
Okay? And these are both easy to solve now.
What was that?
Or
Negative.
negative 2, good, because if I add 4 to both sides, and then take the square root, I get plus or minus 2.
Multiplicity.
No, because it's one's positive and one's negative.
What?
It's not a multiplicity of 2 because they're different answers. If it was t squared, I don't know, for it to be a multiplicity, the exponent has to be outside the parentheses, not inside. Okay? All right, what's the answer here?
3i.
Plus or minus the square root of 3. Same thing as this, you just add 3 to both sides, take the square root, and then you're done. Okay?
I thought it was negative at first.
Right, but you have to add 3 to both sides first. Okay, and then that's it. So we didn't have to graph, we didn't have to quadratic equation, we didn't have to. Michaela, you're not writing anything down. Oh, do you want me to get that for you? And then we forgot, on this one back here, which of these answers are rational and which are irrational?
Irrational square root of 3.
Okay, so this is irrational, and this is rational.
55.
All right, next one, x cubed minus 2x squared minus 8x plus 5 equals 0, so we can use the rational roots theorem again. What are the factors of 5?
Let's see here.
1 and 5. And what are the factors of 1?
Plus or minus 1.
Plus or minus 1. So my possible solutions are, or rational solutions I mean, are 1 divided by 1, which is just 1, so plus or minus 1.
5.
Or 5 divided by 1, which is just 5. So pick one of them.
Let's go with 5.
All right, let's go with 5. So 1, negative 2, negative 8, 5. 1, 5, 3, 15, 7, nope.
Show 1.
Ooh.
Go with what?
1.
All right.
Oh, true. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Oh, cheat sheet.
Oh,
Negative 1.
Negative 1? Close.
-5.
Okay.
Isn't that the only other option?
That's the only one we haven't tried yet.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we're getting down there, yeah.
Nothing works.
Okay, nothing works.
So what would you now?
So we're.
So how many rational solutions are there?
No
Zero.
rational solution.
No rational solutions. So how do we find the 3 solutions that we know that this has?
Graph it.
Graph it. Okay?
What's the graphic be?
And it says find exact values whenever possible. Since the only way we know how to solve this is by graphing,
Yeah?
we're not going to be able to find exact answers.
Okay. So no answer.
What?
So that means, no. Okay, do the third. Graph that
You
beat.
get straight A's too complicated.
So we do the second calc 0.
And send over variables and get X.
Let's go left down to the negative side.
Okay, so well, like I thought, since it's a cubic, it's going to have 3 answers, and so here
Oh, I need
are my
2.3.
3 answers. The problem is none of them are rational. That's why we couldn't find an easy one. So you just have to go through and do the process 3 different times. Second calc 0. Left of this, I'm going to go -3. To the right is -2, and I'll guess -2.5. So that's -2.338. So that's one of them. And I just play again. Second calc 0. To the left is 0. To the right is 1. I'm going to guess a half. 0.567.
This one goes to that is figured out. That is like.
What?
X is 4 times X cubed times
We had to use 2 different tables.
I didn't get one of those.
Okay?
I didn't get one of those.
I got mine from the lawyer.
Is that the contract?
Okay, so, did you guys on this assignment go through 60?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this last one, 56 with you,
Cut it short.
and then I'm gonna let you work on 57 through 60, on your own.
What does it mean by linear factorization?
You can ignore that, just list the zeros like you normally do.
Alright.
Okay, so let's do the last one, 56, and then you can work on the rest on your own. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. So, 56, same thing as 55.
Plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 5.
Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 5 are my answer, are my possible rational solutions.
Let's go with a 1 here.
Go with what?
A 1. I'm feeling a 1.
Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, -14, -14, 10, 10, no.
-1.
All right, let's do -1. Nope.
Let's go with a -5.
Well, let's just go the way we have them written. So we'll go 5, so that's 5, 4, 20, 6, 30, nope.
Ultimate, -5 to me to 1.
And it doesn't matter. Grab that B.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're on a roll. We're on.
Not gonna work
Rational
out.
solutions.
Okay, so no rational solutions, so once again, you need to graph it. Unfortunately, this is gonna cross 4 times, so you need to find all 4 of those, okay?
Wait 1 second, Larry.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the rest of the period to finish this up on your own. So turn those in when you get them done, and then tomorrow we'll go over the worksheet,
There's you on.
okay? Yeah, so if you have some still to do on that, you can take those home tonight and finish those, and then we'll tackle questions tomorrow, all right?
How was your trip, Mr.